What's up, YouTube? Genie here, back at it again, and in this video, I will feature another free-to-play NFT game that you can try. And the good thing about this is that even if it's free-to-play, you can already start earning. So unlike any other NFT games that are free-to-play, you can test it out, but you're not able to earn yet until you start investing. For this one, you can already start playing with just the training cards or the initial cards that they are going to give you. And the good part is that you will be able to earn tokens already, okay? So the name of the game is right up there. It's Pagan Gods, all right? So if you're new to my channel, guys, please do not forget to click that like, that subscribe, and that bell. Set it to all. That way you will be notified with all of the future uploads that we will be uploading, okay? So without further ado, guys, let's get it on. Intro. Okay guys, so this is the landing page for Pagan Gods. So it's pagangods.io, and I will also be putting that in the description down below. That way you just have to click on it and it will take you directly to their website. So, just to avoid any phishing websites or something like that. So let's head on to the white paper. Okay, let's pull this one up. Okay, so this is the white paper for Pagan Gods. Alright, so let's review the ones that you guys need to know. That way, we could skip the other parts. Or I'll be putting the link to this drive. That way you could check it out on your own if you want more information about the Pagan Gods white paper. But let's focus on the ones that really matters. So the introduction is simply just talking about cryptocurrency and its fundamentals, and the ever-growing need and functionalities where you could use cryptocurrencies. So NFT technology is the answer to the main question. So FUR is the token that Pagan Gods is using, and I will show you that later on when I show you the first look at the actual game. The further development of our adventure is the use of NFT technology. Each digital NFT card has a price for which it can not only be bought but also sold. I know you guys are already familiar with NFTs, and if you're watching this and if you're not familiar with NFTs yet, so those are items that are, or in-game items that you could buy or sell for real tokens. And like for Pagan Gods, let's say for example, the cards here are NFTs, meaning when you have them, you can sell them for tokens, and then those tokens you can convert them to USDT or whatever fiat currency you prefer, and then sell it for real money. So that's kind of how it goes nowadays for the NFT games. So statistics, mission, what we are working on will allow everyone to touch the future today. High-tech developments, ease of use, security, and accessibility to absolutely everyone. All this is our goal and our mission and our prospects. Research and winning battles will not only bring morale satisfaction and rest, but will also be aimed at improving and buying rare and unique NFT cards in order to win even more FUR tokens, or FUR tokens. So I'll call that FUR tokens, and increase your chances of winning. So as I mentioned, guys, when you start playing Pagan Gods, you already have 5 cards that you could use, and I will show you those 5 cards and how basically the gameplay, just an overview gameplay on how it's done. That way you will have an idea. So Pagan Gods is a metaverse powered by the Binance Smart Chain. The currency of the metaverse FUR encourages users to participate in battles and receive rewards in the form of a token and its equivalent items. Users use FUR as a reward and a bargaining chip. So again, FUR is what they are using. So blockchain, Pagan Gods work on the Wax and Binance Smart Chain. So BSC. Wax is a gaming blockchain focused on NFT management. So BSC is a simple and reliable consumer oriented network with a growing user base and low cost transactions. I agree. BSC is my favorite because the Ethereum network has really high gas fees. For BSC, there's very minimal gas fees, which I really like. So transaction support is BEP20. Blockchain provides high speed and secure transaction support regardless of the amount of data sent and received. Creation of FUR is the heart of our project, which beats thanks to the sale or purchase or use as the main game currency. NFT burning, each card is unique, and if the player wants to extract experience from it in order to create a more valuable card, it will be automatically and irrevocably disposed of. So I will show you that in the next video. I will update and I will upload another video about how to purchase, how to open packs, and how to transfer them into the game. So if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to click that like and that subscribe button. Click that bell, set that to all. That way you will be notified in the future uploads that I will make, especially when I upload the sequel of this Pagan God. So for this round, we will just do an overview and first look at what the game looks like and how it's played. Okay, so gameplay. Pagan Gods is a universe of Slavic myths, legends, and folklore. So you are a wayfarer that wandered into the village once upon a time. To achieve success and glory, you have to summon and lead an army of courageous warriors. So it's the cards that you will be using. They crave for battles and under your command are waiting for the go-ahead to crush your opponents. Aforementioned terms constitute the player's starter kit. So again, the starter kit, guys, I'll show you that in a short while. So each warrior represents a unique NFT card. A detachment is formed from the individual fighters. You can exchange or sell warrior after you have enough new cards or characters to compose a squad or a fighting force. Okay, so there are 3 ways to gain some honor and find wealth within the presence of pagan gods. You have the right to travel from the village to any of them. So you have PvP, you have PvE, and legends or epic raids. So engage in epic battles for the right to process unique cards and rarest resources. Form an alliance with other players and bid defiance to mythical creatures or even gods. So that is basically the gameplay. PvP, compete and fight against other travelers for glory and gold. Attack, engage into battle with a team of 5 heroes. Again, 5 cards, 5 heroes. Shift the race stones in such a way that it forms a combination of 3 or more stones. Okay, so collect 3 beast stones. All animals of your force will strike. Collect 5 human stones. All the representatives of the human race are assaulting. What else is important? PvE, I'll show that later. How to start a campaign, I'll show that later as well. Rarity levels, there you go. So discover rarity levels of cards to make your game navigation easy. Pagan Gods is a unique system of digital items that interact with one another. You can procure or purchase, in other words, the following. So you can purchase heroes, you can purchase weaponry, familiars, the supernatural entities that would assist witches and cunning folk in their practice of magic. So this is like, you know, the witchcraft or something like that. So there are 6 levels of digital item rarity in Pagan Gods. So first is ordinary, next is unusual, next is rare, epic, mythical, or epic, legendary, and mythical, sorry. So mythical is the highest form of rarity for Pagan Gods. You're gonna need them to earn in-game currencies or tokens through battles, as well as participate in trading process where you can buy or sell these products, which in turn constitute to a variety of characters. So again, guys, those are NFT items, okay? So the ones that you will be getting are NFT items. It's just that the first items that you will or that the game will give you are training cards that you could use. You could still earn, but you cannot sell them. Okay. Hero levels. Number of accessible levels depends on the rarity and evolution of the hero. The following caps that is relevant for each degree of rarity. So ordinary, 40 over 50. Unusual, 50 over 60. Rare is 60 to 70. Epic, 80 to 90. 80 90. This one is kinda confusing, but I'm thinking that there are rare cards that are until level 70 only, and there are rare cards that are only until or that are until level 80. Same goes with epic, legendary, or epic and legendary, but for mythical it's 100. So level 100 is the maximum level. Experience, game mechanic that allows characters to level up after reaching certain amount of experience isn't gained over time. It has to be earned through different ways. Here they are. So send your squad to PvE or campaigns in battles conducted on the PvP arena. Consume an item called Experience Elixir, which you can purchase or obtain during fights. So think those are loots or rewards that you could get in every fight that you're gonna be in. Okay, so abilities. Each hero has its own ability or active ability, which is enabled after several turns or moves. So below are some of the abilities. The Ancestor's Protection. So your characters goes into a defensive formation and takes reduced damage by 40% for 2 turns. So it's like a tank. Shoulder to shoulder. While attacking, your hero increases its harm for additional 50% of the total damage of his race. The ability deals damage to all enemy targets. So it's like AoE, area of effect. And it's ultimately scalable. Witch Doctor fills his allies with hope and instantly restores 10% of health to all friendly heroes. So the healer. Okay. Shield. Character's lust for battle becomes so strong that he's unable to die for 1 turn. Wow. So it's like immortality for 1 turn. Bloodsucker attacks for 100% of the total race's damage and steals health from the adversary. By doing so, your character heals in accordance with the damage done. Ooh, this one's good. That could be one of the abilities of the high rarity cards. Next would be Vengeance. Hero returns 50% of damage done to him back to enemy that launched an attack. So it's like reverse damage. Curse leaves a trail of poison that deals damage to enemies caught in the path for 2 turns, equivalent to 150% of the race's damage. Dodge. Character's combat prowess allows him to dodge 30% of incoming attacks. Headache stuns all enemy warriors for 1 turn. Ooh, that's a good one. Unity. Your card deals 200% of the total race's damage against 1 target. Ah, wow. Substitution changes all the heart stones for stones of the race. Ooh, I wonder what that substitution is. How to increase a rarity level of card. So, you can upgrade the rarity of your card. Unnecessary cards are converted into essence, using which can create a card or using which you can create a card's 1 level of rarity higher. So that's how you do it. So I'll also try to do that in the next videos that I will be uploading. So make sure you guys are subscribed and set that bell to all. That way you will be notified when I upload the gameplay showing these things that are mentioned in the white paper. Okay. So equipment, besides levels and experience, you can improve your hero with equipment. Discover how. Where you can procure a new cuirass. What? Did I pronounce that correctly? Where to hammer out a unique sword which will crush your opponents. Come to blacksmith. That guy will never let you down. So there is a blacksmith in-game. We will also check that out in the next videos. There are only 2 types of equipment within the precincts of Pagan Gods universe. Here they are. First is armor and second is weapon. As a rule, each type has 6 possible levels of rarity. How to upgrade these levels? Each category or category of rarity requires a certain amount of elements and fur. Time-worn equipment can be remelted back into elements, but some random part of them may be lost in the process. More importantly, in order to increase equipment's durability so it won't break during the battle, you have to keep an eye on its condition from time to time. The armor should be patched up and the sword should be sharpened. Okay, so those things may be jargon to us right now because we haven't tried it yet and I haven't shown the actual thing yet, but in the next videos we will surely feature that. So in-game currency, yeah, the fur. So fur tokens is gonna be your main in-game currency. What to do with fur? Spend on improving your heroes, weapons, processing unnecessary heroes into new, stronger ones. Withdraw to stock exchange and sell receiving dollars. So that fur is the one that is going to be converted into fiat currency. So that's the one that will give you kashing. All right. So general information about fur, tokenomics. You can go ahead and check that out. I'll put it in the description down below, the link to this white paper. First version of the game, 100% goes to the reward for hiking for PvE. Second version of the game, 20% to PvE and then 80% for PvP. Third version is 10% PvE, 75% PvP, and 15% Legends. So participation in Legends epic events requires an increased reward. So 15% of the daily pool will be set aside for paying the winners in Legends. Okay, reward in game. How to get fur. Fur that are spent in the game are distributed as follows. So how to acquire fur. Clearly, you can buy fur on the exchange and then apply it in game. But it's a lot more fun to win it. So you acquire it. You can buy it and you can acquire it as well. So if you have the time to play and grind and farm the fur, then you could do so. Especially the ones that do not want to spend anything on this game and wants to earn. So you can go ahead and just grind them. Tasks. Every single day, you receive a list of quests. By completing them, you can get benefit from getting fur tokens. Battles. For winning the fierce fightings that take place under the upon the sands of arena, we confer honor and distinction to our noble warriors in the form of fur and cups of glory. Events, yeah, there you go. Roadmap. So May, complete account verification on Atomic Hub. Atomic Hub is the one that they use for NFT selling and buying. Complete smart contract development. June 1 to 15, mint and drop NFTs of first and second airdrops. Unique playable NFTs sales launch. White paper publication, so that's June first half of June. Second half of June, regular sales of playable NFTs, increasing number of necessary employees for game development boost. In July, private IDO, Unity development start, and closed alpha test. But since we're now close to September, it's August 31 already. So public alpha test, improvement of game process, Unity development continuation. And for September, public beta launch, public IDO. And then fourth quarter would be final game launch, first epic event. So Tales. So those are some things to look forward to. And then disclaimers, legal disclaimers. So again, I'll put this white paper in the description down below. So if you want to read everything or the things that I skipped, you can go ahead and check that out. Okay, so let's go to the fun part, the gameplay, and the first look at Pagan Gods. Okay guys, Pagan Gods is currently available in Android and iOS. So for Mac and Windows users, guys, stay tuned because they will be creating that soon, but they prioritize that with mobile phones. So I will be using my mobile phone and you will see it on screen. So let me show you guys what you need to search for in Play Store. Get my keyboards up. Pagan Gods. There you go. Make sure to search for that logo. Okay, so Pagan Gods. And currently, it is, see, last updated August 24, 2021. So you can go ahead and basically just download that. It's just the usual downloading steps that you do for typical apps that you download for your mobile phone. So install it, and then once it's available, you could go ahead and open it. So let's click on play, and you will see there. So you just sign up with your Gmail account, so your Google account, and just wait for it to load. So that is the main screen of Pagan Gods. And you see up the top left right here. So here you will see I have 88 fur already. So that's the fur. And this is like the emerald or the diamonds. And this is your stamina. Okay, so and then you click on, okay, let me just, hold on. Tap on inventory. And when you start, guys, this is how it looks like. Let me take that out first. So when you start off with your account, and when you tap inventory, that is basically how your inventory will look like. There are no teams set up yet. Okay, so for you to set it up, you just have to tap edit team. Let me use the computer, that way you will see my cursor. So you just have to tap this one, and then click the ones that you would like to be a member of that team. You will immediately see the strength of your team. So click on save. So that will be your team 1. Okay, then you are able to set up 3 teams. So if you have other cards that you would like to set up, you could put it there. Okay, so question is, how do you earn fur? Okay, so just have to tap on hold on. This is not. So you just have to tap this one, the tavern. Okay. So since we already have a team set up, you could go ahead and battle them out. So it takes some time. So again, this, guys, I tried battling the team that I have earlier. This is the one that I chose. So it's gonna take time. Like, say for example, let's do normal this time. I don't know if they can get as much from that one, given the strength of the team is not that much. So it's gonna take 1 hour before it's done. And then once it's done, it will show that to you. And let's just keep it running. And then I'll show the finished product, or how much we got out of that battle. Okay? Village, you click on... so see? Showing that they are in battle. Or in a battle. So some of these are still under development. Like this one, if you click on this, it's not functional yet. And then this one is the altar. So see, so you can choose a card to sacrifice, and you could also create cards here. You need this one, like the potion, and there is also a offer requirement. Okay, so I will be featuring that in the next videos that we will be creating. So if you are new to my channel, guys, please do not forget to click that like and that subscribe button. Click that bell, set that to all. That way you will always be notified with the future videos that we will be uploading, be it Pagan Gods or other NFTs. We have a lot of videos about other NFTs in my channel. Go ahead and visit that. Click my name down below. It'll take you to my channel. That way you could check out the other videos that I made for you guys. So that's it for me, guys. Stand by for the next video. I'm out. Peace.